Hi, this is Darcy Edwards with Edwards Realty Trust. Welcome to Connections. Today we have on Jenni Holman with Leora Organization and Redesign. Welcome, Jenni.
Thank you so much for having me.
Okay, so it's springtime. People are looking at wanting to get outside, but they have hoarded stuff over the winter.
Yes.
How can you help them kind of redesign their space and make it more family friendly?
Yes. Yeah. Spring is a great time to go in and reshape and shake out the dust and open the windows and shove some furniture around and repurpose some of what you have. A lot of times people already have a lot of really great things that they love, and they just feel tired with it. So just go in and shake it up.
Awesome. So how did you get into this realm of organization?
Yeah.
Your story's kind of fun.
Yeah, I was in Florida getting my master's degree in human resources management, and I had two small boys. And I was hosting a play date, and I had multiple times these moms would come into my house and say, "Oh my gosh, you are not allowed in my house." And I also have a psychology background.
Okay.
So it's like, what I hear is that you're embarrassed and that you don't like being in your home. And for me, that's heartbreaking. I lived that world for a long time, and it was really hard. So I said, well, what if I could help you? Like, no judgment, no shame, no guilt. Just what if I could help you love your space? And it kind of spread like wildfire through that community, and I helped a lot of moms.
That's awesome. Well, and I think that happens all the time. People are embarrassed. They're like, I don't want a professional to come in here and see that I live this way, that it doesn't look like a Pinterest board.
Right.
Of all the Pinterest boards that I've collected.
Right.
It doesn't look like that. It's a fail.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that you come in with no judgment.
Right.
And so what's a great space for someone to start with? They haven't actually committed to doing the whole house, but what's a good area for them to have you come in and start?
Yeah, so I really like to start with something that's easy, that helps build their confidence and build that momentum, and something that has high impact. So a lot of times we'll start with like a master bedroom, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's not a ton to work with necessarily, but it kind of gets those creative juices flowing, and it gets the couple communicating, and they start thinking about different ideas, and it's inspiring. And she'll walk out into the living room and go, oh, what if we brought that out here? And what if we took this in here? And it just kind of, it just kind of spreads. And so, I like to start with something small, something simple, something that really helps build that confidence.
Awesome. Well, okay, so everybody knows I'm a realtor, right? And so when I go in and I look at houses that we're listing, there's times where they don't really know what to do. And so that's what I love, being able to have Jenni come with me, and she walks in and helps them kind of decide. I'm not the bad guy saying, take all that down. She's bringing inspiration to the space and, bringing a little bit of life to it and staging it so it's actually photographable. Yes. So sometimes things that people do, it's not a great look for real estate photography.
Yeah.
So what is one of your favorite things to do to help people? Like, what's one of your favorite go-to tips?
Surfaces is a big one. That they accumulate dust, they accumulate clutter. That's where we have a lot of our personal items displayed. Really, when I communicate with homeowners for staging and for photography, I say, you have a lot of great things. You have a great style, you have a great personality, but we need to scale some of that back a little bit so that when people come to tour your home, they can envision their life in this space. And you picked this space for a reason. You've loved this space for many years. Let's show them what you fell in love with. And to do that, we have to take back some of the noise. And there's a perk to that. You start to package things that would normally be saved for last minute and damaged towards the end if you keep those things out. So taking those really personal, sentimental items and packing them first helps with the selling process, but also helps to care for those items.
Excellent. So if somebody, let's say they move into a new space and they brought with them the 17 boxes from the 3 other moves that they never opened, which I do know about this person. Anyway, they do exist.
Yes.
How can you can come in before and after a move and just kind of help them? Have you Talk about that a little bit.
I really like to go in at the beginning of a move and help to identify what they're going to have space for in the future, what they've been storing but haven't really touched in a few years. There's no reason to carry a lot of that extra weight with you over time. If you haven't touched it in 3 years, chances are you don't need it. And if you're holding on to things out of guilt, or you feel like you have to, either you love it or you don't. Is kind of what it comes down to. And sometimes those are hard conversations for people to have, but I act as a facilitator, I act as a supporter, and I work with people through those conversations and say, okay, you've held on to this for this reason. Right. Is there another way that we can keep that reason intact without carrying all of the things with us? And a lot of times the answer is yes.
And that's beautiful. That goes with your psychology background.
Yes.
So you're kind of almost like, you're coaching them, but you're kind of a little bit of therapy of saying, hey, this is probably, like, why are you keeping it?
Yeah. It's an emotional process for a lot of people, and they really need somebody that can support them and have those conversations and help them hash it out. And really, it's just kind of accountability, holding them to it and saying, look, we have to carve out the time to do this and we need to get it done. And you're not going to do it on your own, and you haven't been doing it on your own. So let me just walk through that process with you and lighten that load a little bit.
Right. Well, it's a little bit like a spa day for your house.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
When we go and get our feet done or our nails done or whatever, you've got to clean it off first and get rid of some of those icky layers and trim away. And so that's perfect. I love it. I love the fact that you come with those backgrounds. And so HR, so you can give people some task.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Get on it. But without the guilt part. And it is. I know people really don't realize how emotionally attached somebody is to their home until we're at that point of the selling process. And I've had people break down and go, men even, saying, I didn't really realize I was so attached to this house. He goes, it's like an inanimate object. Like, I shouldn't be attached. I'm like, well, you spent this time.
Right.
So having you come in and kind of support them in that process is a big deal. And we're so glad that you're on our team. We love having Jenni here as a resource for you to when you're ready to move, or call her and just get your house freshened up today. How can they find you?
Yeah, I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn, I have a website, it's leora.life. And my phone number's out there for you. You can reach me by email at jenny@leora.life. And I'm just, I'm happy to help in any way that I can. I really am passionate about facilitating a brighter future for my clients.
And I love it because there is no judgment in this. And she just has such a sweet spirit that she really wants to help people declutter their lives and just, again, shed that weight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.